Another question. What do you guys do when the ads aren't working? So a couple people said they're getting a lot of renters and their lead cost is super high. How do you guys handle that if something isn't going right?
I think it's inevitable. I think you are going to get some people that are not ideal leads, but this is one of the things that you have to figure out. And a lot of agents are going to say the leads are no good. You know, I'm not getting good lead. The lead quality sucks, and I'm not converting anything. So you really have to ask yourself, what is your expectation, right? I've seen people fall off lead programs because they say that, you know, leads suck. I'm getting these renters. They have agents. You know, these are terrible leads. They're the same leads that are going to go on Realtor.com, you know, 2 months from now and go there that people are going to say, I love these leads.
Right.
It's the same people. So you have to check your systems, your expectations, that if you know how to work these leads, you're going to do more business. And you're not going to convert 100% of them no matter what you do. There's just no way you're going to do it, you know? So you have to kind of, you know, look at that and say, what do I really expect for my ROI to be? If I'm spending X a month, what am I closing? What's my ROI look like?
Okay.
It comes back to the structure of your team or business.
All right. Yep. Grant, anything you want to add on if the ads aren't working, call support?
No, we obviously, we had an issue, we were getting a lot of rental ads, so I did call support, but you know, even people that are renters, they're going to be buyers someday, right?
Right.
So how do you keep in front of them? How do you follow up with them long term? And
Yeah.
So one thing we do with that, and again, like I said, you can't always control that. I mean, you're going to get some weird stuff that comes in, but you know, partner, right? So we use Home Partners of America. Most
so do we.
staff home partners.
Yep.
We'll take renters and we'll throw them through home partners, and we get a full commission.
Sure.
Yep.
You know, so having those outlets. Credit repair is another one. Why are they renting? Well, my credit sucks. Great. Do you have a credit repair relationship?
Yep.
And you can get them. Do they want to be a renter? Or do they want to be a buyer? You know, so have that conversation.
And they have to want it for the credit repair.
Yeah.
But what we're doing, if they do want it and they go through the program, and we're using your credit repair person, Mike.
Yes. Yep.
And she charges $395, if I remember right.
Yep.
We tell them if they go through the program, they get their credit where they can buy, they buy through us, we'll reimburse them the $395.
Nice. And here's the thing too, right? If you really look at the stats, how many people want to rent, it's like 70% of people want to be a buyer. They don't really want to be a renter.
Right.
So 7 out of 10 renters that call you don't want to rent. And the ones that do, you've got a system like Home Partners or somebody like them that you can funnel them to. So you're still, for the most part, have lead opportunity there if you know what to do with it.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, I use the analogy, we were talking about ice fishing. You know, what bait catches what fish, right? And I don't fish, so I'm going to use wrong terms. You just have to forgive me. But, you know, in certain parts of the country, a certain type of lure will catch a certain kind of fish. And so when you're running your marketing, if the bait in the ads you're using are catching a fish, renters, that you don't want to work with, you need to tell Ylopo, hey, whatever we're doing is getting me these types of leads. Are there any themes? And the way that I tell my agents and then also Ylopo users is we're the local market expert and Ylopo is the marketing expert. Your money will be better spent if you just let Ylopo know, hey, this is the bait that I think people will bite off of. Like I told Ylopo, new construction's huge, waterfront's huge, let's really hit that. And I was getting new construction leads for like $2.50. I mean, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling them what's going to help me. But then I also think salespeople like to complain about the lead. I mean, that's what we do. There's nothing wrong with us when we do that. I would make the case that a sale is always taking place. Either that person's selling you on why they're not a good buyer, or you're selling them on why they can buy. There's influence going on at every conversation, and we have to make the decision if what we believe. If we believe all the leads are bad, then the leads are all going to be bad.
It's all in your head.
The reality is though, and I think you hit it right on the head. These leads, you can kind of control the advertising and who you're targeting, right? But no matter what you do, you're still going to get some people that come in sideways. It is what it is. I think identifying what you just said, giving them permission to buy, like that's really what we're talking about. That's really what we're doing. These people want to buy, and giving them permission to do so and a pathway to do so. That's really what we're talking about.